Hello and welcome back yet again to the CSA. Now today, our brilliant scientists have come up with the idea to go interstellar, taking the CSA to other star systems, using gravity assists from Jupiter and Saturn to propel our traveler towards empty space. I tried to make a roughly faithful Voyager 1 analog, and I think it turned out really good. You can see the magnemeter sticking out there. Now, Voyager 1, I'll give a couple facts here. Voyager 1 is a NASA space probe, obviously, launched September 5th, 1977. Holds the record for the farthest man-made object from Earth. Besides that one manhole cover that we shot, I don't know where that's at. That would be really cool if we could find that at some point. Imagine that just like shoots through an alien capsule at some point. That'd be hilarious. Anyway, it's roughly at roughly 38,000 miles per hour, 17 kilometers per second. It's roughly 15 billion miles, or 164 AU, which 1 AU is actually the distance from the Earth to the Sun, astronomical units. Communication delay. There is a major communication delay between the Voyager 1 probe and Earth. There is roughly a day of communication, 22 to 24 hours. It's very long. And we've actually had to repair it in interstellar space. We've had to shoot instructions all the way out there to reprogram it. It's insane what our scientists here on Earth are capable of doing. Can you imagine trying to repair a car with pretty much the ping of living in Antarctica? I get mad just trying to play Fortnite if my ping goes above 900, which is why I don't play that game anymore. Oh my gosh, that was back in the day when it was actually good though. Back in the good old times, you know. But now, it had some major discoveries. Jupiter, it found 4 active volcanoes on the moon Io and discovered a thin ring around Jupiter. Crazy revelation. Saturn is not just the only ring structure planet in our solar system. Jupiter has a very thin one, which I feel like should have been expected, just because Jupiter is so fat. He's a chubby boy. But Saturn discovered 5 new moons, which each of those, like, Jupiter and Saturn have like 500 combined moons. It's insane. Obviously the complex ring structure, absolutely gorgeous, which you might be able to see here coming up. And then you have the G ring. I'm not actually sure what the G ring is. I actually have to, hold on, let's see what that is, shall we? Okay, I just looked it up. It's it's a faint, dusty outer ring featuring a bright arc of icy debris on the inner edge. It's about 104 to 107 miles from the planet, or 104,000 miles from the planet, sorry. But yeah, that is something that Voyager 1 discovered. Now Voyager 2, obviously, they're both really far, and actually there are really cool NASA things that you can use to track these two things on their distance from Earth. You can see their live status, and it is so cool. You can see from launch, you can track it all the way as it did its maneuvers. I've personally gone through and looked at them. They are really cool tools that it's crazy that NASA even gives this to the public. It's really cool. I'm really thankful that these public space agencies allow us to view what they're doing. It's really cool. But yeah, as you can see here, a lot of these different science modules aren't quite accurate to Voyager, but I wanted to make it look the rough shape. This is just because a lot of the science modules that Voyager 1 had are not actually in the base game of KSP, and I couldn't find them in different mods either, which sucked. I need to look a little harder for other really cool small science modules that you can find. Oh my gosh, I love science modules, and I think we need more mods like that in KSP. However, let me go through some of the different facts of the scientific instruments. Also, you can go ahead and skip over to launch if you want. This is a little bit of a longer build, just because it took me a while to get all the details finalized. But this is not the only launch today as well. We have a secondary launch, and you'll see exactly what the cause of that is coming up here shortly. But here, Voyager 1. Only 2 active scientific instruments as of right now, today. Back in April 17th of this year, they had to shut off the low energy charged particles, the LECP, to conserve power. They have shut off, wow, how many is it? 8 of the 10 scientific instruments. I had to recount because there are so many, because this thing was just like a science payload to aliens. It was crazy. Also, you may notice that on the wall there is the golden phonograph containing greetings from 55 languages, as well as about 115 images around the planet. The golden phonograph also shows it's like a solar system map. It shows us that if you use these 4 quasars or pulsars, I can't remember which one it is, but it shows it, and if aliens were to intercept Voyager, spoiler alert, they might, if they were to intercept it, then they would find the way back to Earth. This is a real thing, so that aliens could find their way back to us, and that was really cool. It also has about 90 minutes of different, like, natural and different sounds. It's pretty cool. As well, okay, let's go back to the instruments, though. That was just a cool little thing. I made it as a flag so that I could place it onto the spacecraft, because I wanted to remain faithful, because I feel like that is one of the coolest parts about Voyager. 1 and 2, they both had one. Now, Voyager, as well, I feel like his theme song, if anyone has seen a edit of Voyager, they've always heard Johnny Be Good. Which I actually am thinking about adding a little bit of a Johnny Be Good. I have a little bit of a thing coming up here shortly. You'll see. It's a cinematic shot that I took, and you'll see exactly what it does. And I might put Johnny Be Good over that, but we'll see. I'm still editing this as we go, because I do the voiceover first, and then I do the music on top of it. But everything else is pretty self-explanatory. You can see it. But here we go, the launch of Voyager 1. I'm really happy with how this rocket turned out. I was pretty faithful to the rocket itself, and we're launched. We're going up, 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 and away. Now this rocket, oh my gosh, the thrust to weight on this bad boy was glorious. It took off and was towards the sky in seconds. Now, the other launch that I did today was, oh my god, that one took forever. I had to manually hold that for so long. Now, yes, my gravity turn sucked, I will admit, but it still got the job done. That's all that mattered. Here I am deploying the science systems, which yeah, here you can see the automatically being retracted, and now they're extended. Beautiful. Now, over here, they actually have 10 scientific instruments, and I only added a few. I put a goop, I put a narrowband scanner, I put a relay satellite, obviously, magnetometer, but Voyager 1 itself has 10. The planetary radio astronomy, the photopolarimeter subsystem, infrared interferometer, spectrometer, and radiometer, imaging science subsystems, which all of those were shut down before 1990, right after planetary flybys. There was some of them turned off early due to degraded performance, shut down to save power. They also had the ultraviolet spectrometer shut down in 2016, the plasma science turned off in 2007, degraded performance, cosmic ray subsystem turned off in 2025 to save power, and then this year, obviously, the low energy charge particles, which we're down to just 2, the plasma wave subsystem and the magnetometer, which are obviously measuring magnetic fields of interstellar space, as well as the plasma wave studying electron density and plasma waves in space, which I feel like these are very good things that our brilliant scientists here on Earth are studying. I love it. Oh, also, you can see there I used a R25 just scaled down. This was to get good thrust to weight, as well as maintain just weight. It was so heavy when I had the main thing, and it was like the exact thing I needed pretty much, but it just didn't look right. But I really like how the thrust looked. And right here, the pale blue dot. I tried to recreate the pale blue dot structure. You can see, I'm going to put a photo up on screen. The pale blue dot is the most iconic photo from Voyager that we have. It was a photo, it turned back towards Earth, shot a photo, beamed it back home, and it was beautiful. And you'll see right here is our Jupiter flyby. It is a little choppy. I slowed it down just so you can see it because it was just zooming into view. You can see, obviously, I am orbiting at like 150,000 kilometers per second or something like that. It's crazy. Flying by, now over to our Saturn flyby. It wasn't a perfect encounter, so I kind of had to force it, and I kind of just recorded it after the fact. But yeah, here we go. And as our Saturn flyby concludes, our Voyager notices an abnormality, a wormhole within the bounds of Saturn's orbital field. So we're gonna come back and visit through the wormhole. But here we are, flying into the void. Off into the distance, zooming through the cosmos. And here we are. Voyager 1 has made it to Kcalbeloh, our black hole system. And what's this? Flying past the gravitational rings when out of nowhere an alien ship appears, opening up its cargo bay, turning on the lights, extending the claw. It's scary. It's so terrifying. Now, our scientists back home have no idea what's going on. The camera's disabled as Voyager is being kidnapped directly into the hands of these aliens. And keep in mind, they have the phonograph too, so they can use the map to find their way back to our home. And just like this, they're gone. With a flash of light, interplanetary speeds, it's light speed travel, it's amazing. But yeah, that was the thing. I figured, you guys, I just want to add a little bit of lore. I wanted to find an excuse. I wanted there to be a lore-wise excuse to visit through the wormhole. Because back at the CSA, all communications have been shut down. Out of nowhere, it's almost as if the entire Voyager has been encapsulated in a Faraday cage. But yes, I just wanted to add some lore to this, and oh my gosh, okay. So here's the issue, right? I'm doing this in DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve apparently is like, no, you can't record your voiceovers. Because I have a voiceover, there's a little box that said record voiceover, I press the button, it adds in my voice, I end it, and we're all fine and dandy, right? No, apparently not. So every time I stop it, I've had to redo about 30 minutes worth of this voiceover. I've had to redo this voiceover about 3 times now, and it's really annoying. But, you know, it's fine. I don't know if this portion got saved in this last section or if it was in the section that got deleted, but make sure to like, subscribe, since we're about halfway through the video. Like, subscribe, check out the Twitch. Obviously, I go live over there roughly every Tuesday, Friday. We're almost to 100 followers on Twitch. We're at about 720 subscribers here on YouTube, which, oh my gosh, I am thankful for all of your support. I love you all. Which brings me over to the 2 Kerbals of today, which is StrawCat62 and Time for a Snack Kerman. Time for a Snack, he came in during one of my streams, so I would like to show my appreciation for that. Now, there was a couple other people. There was Jaquavius, obviously. Jaquavius has already been a part of a mission, but he recently donated a couple, some bits to my Twitch stream, and I just wanted to, again, extend my appreciation to him. When it comes to Twitch and all that, this is more like a personal rant, but when it comes to that, it's like, I really do appreciate every ounce of support I gather. Right? Because this is me. I'm playing games. I'm playing games with my friends, which is all you guys. You guys come in, you're like, oh, this is cool. I'm enjoying this. I like your content. It's like, oh, thanks, guys. I love you. And then it's and it's just like, I don't know how to respond. I don't know, like, if you guys give Miller also additionally, he gifted a sub, and I want to add him in a special video as well. But he gifted a sub, and oh my gosh, that meant the world to me. You guys, I just don't know how to extend my appreciation. But there was also Sleepless Murmur has been a longtime supporter of the channel. He's been here since before everything, pretty much. There was the Space Chip raid back in November, and then he was there before even that, in like September, October, and he came in. He's been nonstop supporter ever since. I love him, truly. And here we go. ignition. We're flying beautifully. And we're going up, up, up as the sun rises in the background. I wanted to do a daytime ascent, but I completely forgot to. That's fine. But again, I'm getting off track. Time for a snack, Kerman. So yeah, time for a snack coming in. We played, what was it? We played marbles on stream. That was really fun. I love doing that with you guys. So let me know if you guys come in during any of my Tuesday or Friday streams, if that's a thing you want to do. But yeah, Tuesday, Friday is roughly when I do it. You have to be on Twitch to join the marbles on stream, but you can join in on YouTube and watch. Because I have been doing more multi-stream, and it's been doing well. Hasn't been taking a lot of resources. It's just a little delayed, which is the only thing I'm mad about when it comes to YouTube streaming, is that there's much bigger delay for some reason. Again, here we go, flying into the distance. I have very vertical ascent. You'll see here when I switched to map view that I was trying to keep my apoapsis ahead of me, because I just couldn't, for the life of me, keep it straight. I don't mean straight, I mean at a better angle. That was like the best angle I could have it at for it to be an efficient burn. But here we are, you can see the apoapsis, I was trying to keep it risen above me. Now, I was actually able to completely orbit with this, just like so. I was able to do a quick burn towards the maneuver node, and it went well. I was happy with it. I did a bit of a refueling. You'll see I kind of cut to that. I just kind of straight cut to that because it was boring, and this was already like a 35-minute long video. I don't want you guys sitting around for an hour. Let me know if you like these longer form things. Also, do give me more suggestions for different videos, because I love hearing what you guys think. This is one that's been greatly recommended, and one that's been on my mind for a long period of time. Here we are with the refueler. You'll see it's just a big old tank along with, maneuver, RCS thrusters. Oh my goodness, I can't think for the life of me. But yeah, we have 4 little bits there. But here we go, Straw Cat Kerman and Time for a Snack Kerman, looking real happy, jiggling around down there in the bottom right. And I don't think that this mission could not have gone worse in every aspect, because everywhere from the ascent being awful to the return almost running out of Delta V, it was just a disaster almost all around. And here you can see me, I deorbited the booster with the RCS thrusters. Beautiful Firefly reentry mod. But that's another question people keep asking, is the mod pack I have. The mod pack, it's not a pack, it's something I made. I have, it's just a bunch of mods I threw together. I use RSS, I use RSS adapter, I use Firefly reentry effects, Waterfall is another big one, Scatterer, I believe, Vessel Mover, I use the camera tools, you can see those on the right hand side, Planet Shine, MechJeb V2, that's the better time warp continued, although I forgot to add it in this one. But you can see up in the top left that I'm already plus 2 years just from waiting in orbit. Now, at the end of this mission, you'll see exactly how long it took me to get these 2 little goobers back to Earth. It took forever to get them back. It was literally the year 2026, and I started in about 1950 or so. I can't remember the exact date I started. But yeah, you'll see, and it was really funny. But here I am, coming into Saturn, where our Voyager, our Traveler, beautiful probe, as it was flying past, saw the anomaly in space and time. Here I am, I just kind of went EVA, I was goofing around a little bit. get out and stretch his legs a little bit. I was getting bored. I already sat down for like 3 to 4 hours doing this one mission alone, so I needed a little bit of fun time, okay? That was for me, not for you. I spun him around, stretched his legs, just because I needed some change of scenery besides this damn map view. This darn map view! Excuse my language, this darn map view sucked so badly. I was sitting in here for these maneuver nodes for so long, not to mention on the return trajectory, trying to find the best possible way to do this, the most efficient way. And what I settled on is a dolphin dive straight into the nose of the wormhole, because I, number one, didn't have enough Delta V to capture fully. Well, I did, but it would waste extra that I really didn't have extra 4. But I also wanted to just, I just wanted to kind of go for it and see what happened. And I did, and here we are. You can see making my maneuver node. I'm getting closer to that wormhole. I finally, this is when I was like, oh, yes, 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 I'm so close. And we got closer and closer. But I have a stream going on, not tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm busy with Destiny. Me and Destiny are going up to a theme park together. That'd be really fun. Tuesday, probably a stream. I gotta figure out what I'm doing, but I'm fairly certain that I'll do just... I've been doing a lot of Five Nights at Freddy's fan games, so come in if you enjoy stuff like that. Give me suggestions too for games like that, because I love those fan games. But here I am. The orbit is very, very close and stopped it perfectly. Oh my gosh, that was just magnificent when I got that. But here I am, about to dolphin dive straight into it. I'm warping in close. You can see Saturn coming into view beautifully on the right-hand side. And you'll see, as Straw Cat Kerman and Time for a Snack Kerman fly straight into the bowels of Wormhole A. You can see as their ship shudders, as they get closer and they approach and they shoot through. Oh, whoa. Too strong space-time distortion. Now, there was a bit of an issue with this first one. So what I did is I just got an orbit around the wormhole. I just kind of put myself in an orbit and just shot myself through. So yeah, I just deorbited around it just like this. I just cut to that because this video is already long enough without me yapping and doing all this. But here I am going through. I had to redo this and I was not happy. But here we are, diving our way through into the bowels of the wormhole, falling. You can see also, I forgot to change the the flag to the CSA flag, but that's perfectly fine because I actually really like the how the Voyager one turned out. I think it was pretty appropriate, not gonna lie. Just the golden phonograph record on pretty much anything looks really fancy, but I don't know, it stuck out a little too much, and it was like, the CSA flag just looks so nice, which was actually made by one of our lovely Cheese Gang members, who's been here since the beginning, and I would just like to extend my thanks to him. Here we go, flying through, and we're through the wormhole to Wormhole B, and we're flying through. It's a little iffy on the wormhole side of things, and we're out of the distortion of space and time, the pancake fold that is the wormhole. Again, I apologize for having to pause the video every so often, but here we are. We are now in the Sarah, the sphere of influence of Sarah, which is that big, like Saturn-like planet in the center there. I'm just getting a quick orbit around the wormhole so that I can do this. And you can see, look at this. This is so cool. I didn't know this was a thing at first, but around the wormhole actually warps the planets, and I thought that was so cool, and it was very apparent with Sarah there. But here we go. I'm now using a little bit of an escape burn. It doesn't take much because it only takes like 400 meters per second to orbit the black hole. Here we are flying through, and this, I was just trying to get a straight encounter with Dipuc because that's where we're landing, is Dipuc. Now, in the future, our CSA scientists will be doing some faster than light, fingers crossed, faster than light travel. Our scientists are working day and night to get it figured out. But here we are. Dipuc is now coming into view magnificently. I was surprised. Okay, so here was my thing. This was actually supposed to be just a test run. I was recording just in case it worked, and it worked! And I was so happy about it. Here I am. I was using as little delta V as I could help. And here we go. Coming into view now is Dipuc. Right behind us. There we are. Capture the orbit around, and it was just so satisfying. I put a quick save down. You'll see from this point on, I put so many quick saves because it's like, oh crap, I might be able to do the full mission in one go. And I did. And it was great. But here we are. Quick doing a landing. I think this is the one, and oh, did I? Yep, there it is. I butterfingered the time warp button. I didn't know if money kept that in or not, but I butterfingered that hard. But here we are. Our scientists are trying to discover where the signal from Voyager is coming from, because there is a small break in the Faraday cage that is the alien ship. Our last known coordinates are from here. Well, this is from the last known assumed location. And here we are, landing on Dipuc, coming in for a smooth landing. Minor mishap, though, as we're coming in. Oh no, would you look at that? Disaster strikes. We topple. Solar panels shattered. Oh no, what will we do? I've got to point it upwards. Get it landed. And we're sliding. So I used the vessel mover just because I didn't want to sit there for a while. Here we are, landing downwards onto the surface of Dipuc. Now, there was a couple glitches that happened on Dipuc, which I was really surprised by. I had never seen these glitches before in any capacity in Kerbal Space Program ever. This was like brand new to me. But here we are, Straw Cat 62 Kerman, after 9 years, has finally been able to stretch his legs. Look at this. Running around, doing a little EVA hop. This just took forever. I was trying to get it so it rolled down the hill, and it finally rolled, and now we're going for a little jaunt. Whee! Look at him go, he's jumping. Now, this moon, I would actually compare. This is a lot easier to do than, like, I would say the moon. I would say this is about comparable to Minmus getting on and off of, because this only took about, I want to say, 400 meters per second to land and get back off the ground. It was crazy. Not to mention, we made it through the wormhole again with just the Delta V remaining. But here we are. I'm planting the flag. Invisible flag, question mark? Interstellar. And here I am. I wanted to bring over a capsule because I wanted to bring out the CSA flag, and it was also invisible. And then I just returned them back on here. And then look, I found the flags. They were just out in the middle of nowhere flying for some reason. I was trying to find them, locate where they were and what the problem was. And they just were gone for some reason. I don't know why. It was so weird. They were floating. They had no reason to be over there. And then the other flag fell, and it's like, all right, whatever. So what I did is I just went over here and renamed this to the flag glitch, so this is my flag now. I put it as a base just because I can't have it toggled as a flag. And here we go, grabbing our AVA and soil reports, because we want to know what these volcanic worlds from beyond the system are. And here we are. You can see it's very, like, I would say it's very similar to Moho in a way. It's similar to both Moho and Minmus. It's not chocolate or mint chip like Minmus, sadly. I would say this is more Rocky Road. So this is our Rocky Road area. Here we are. Get our beautiful. Nicely done. Look at that. That didn't take much Delta V at all. And we're in like a perfect orbit too. I was so thankful about that. Here I am. I'm trying to capture. I was trying to get a good one where I would use as little Delta V as possible, but also shoot me out enough to the point where I could potentially just get a free encounter. But I don't think I was able to get one. I might have had to do a correction burn on this. I can't remember properly. But I was able to only use about 100 meters per second of Delta V. I think I had about... Oh, no, wait. Did I... Oh, I did. I did get a free intercept, which was so nice. Here we go. Rotating around, you can see Sarah in the background. Absolutely gorgeous planet, by the way. I wish I got a closer flyby, but honestly, this was long enough as is, and I don't think that I could have done much more, honestly. I did so much. I had the flybys of Jupiter, Saturn, of a Saturn moon, of Sarah in the background, of a landing on Dipuc, which is actually quite a big moon, not gonna lie. It's a big moon, but it's not very dense, so it doesn't have much mass, I don't think. So that's probably why it's so light. I don't know for certain. But here we are, diving straight down. You can see me flying off in the distance, getting a little cinematic shot. Nothing too crazy, but here I am, diving straight down into the heart of the Wormhole B as we make our way back home to the CSA. Here I am. I wanted to get it in a more appropriate time warp because I didn't want there to be like dramatic shaking on screen and it be at like 400x speed. So I changed it just in case because there was a little bit of flashing, but it wasn't anything too crazy. So I fixed it. And now we're coming back through. Look at that. We're traveling through space and time. You can see the continuity as the fabric of time and space unravels. You can see the quantum foam of the universe open up, the secrets, calculus, all of it. Statistics, the statistics. It's not possible. No, it's necessary. But yeah, here we go. We're coming through, blasting through. Again, flying out into the sphere of influence around Wormhole A. And if you're in the wormhole, it just doesn't let you open the map for some reason. So here we go. This is us flying out of the wormhole. It's a little confusing the way they have this, just because it's curved. As you get closer to the singularity of the wormhole, it curves around more, and it's just so strange. But here we are, back around Saturn, and oh, would you look at this? As our beautiful pilot and scientist return home, our beautiful people back on the CSA decided to bring up a refueler ship. And this was actually the part that took the longest. You can see at the top left when we dock back on the ship that this was about 9 years in. Right here, you get 9 years, about 80 days. But at the end of the day, it took a lot longer. This was the longest mission I've had on a video ever, but this is not the longest mission I've ever had. Got a little time warp happy again, so I decided to just kind of go, and we are docked. Mwah! Kissy, kissy, come on. I turned off SAS, and beautiful, we're docked. So what I did is I made a save, and then I just refueled everything beautifully. Now, the reason I always pause my game to quick save is I don't trust the quick save button. Now, I know there are quick save, quick load buttons, but I just don't trust them at all. Now, here we are doing our escape burn from Saturn. I was trying to get a, let's see right here. I was getting a little bit of an encounter here with the moon, and it turned out to be decent. We flew by. I was just going to undock and then get a little bit of burn done. And I was just going to leave the rest of this tanker in orbit. And then I realized, wait a minute. If I use whatever's in this tanker to propel me forward, and then I use whatever's left in my my actual tank, because there's no crossfeed, I'll have about an extra 5,000. So that's the revelation that I had that allowed me to get back home. Because you'll see here, I kind of flew around, and then I was like, oh, here we go, I got this. I'm the best at this in the game, ever in the world, in the game. And here we go, I got another encounter with Jupiter to shoot me even closer back to the center, because Saturn and Jupiter are so far out in comparison. You don't ever think about it until you have to return with about 150 meters per second of delta V. Here we are in the top left, we're already at 20 years plus. This is crazy. After 20 years, 25, our people are now in orbit to shoot back through Jupiter and get a return capture, hopefully. But the answer is no, that's not what happened, and I had a sad face the whole way through, just sitting there playing with my maneuver node. I just kind of sat there twiddling my thumbs, picking my boogers, and eating them, because this didn't work. I felt like I was huffing paint. I felt like an idiot. I sat there and I was like, you know what? You would probably be smarter if you crushed up crack cocaine and injected it into your bumhole. It just didn't end up working. I just felt like a moron the whole time. It's like there has to be something I'm missing. And there was, and obviously the simple fix I decided was to bring the tanker out with me and then deposit it so I have an extra few thousand meters per second. But obviously I didn't do that here. And this just took forever. The maneuver node, the placement, and this is actually what made it take about, I don't know, I want to say another 2 hours just dealing with this. Because the full mission itself went flawlessly, to say the least. It was beautiful, the landing. The only issue is the breaking of the solar panels, which of course we fixed by turning on our emergency RTGs. I absolutely rely on RTGs so much, because they are a savior. Because if your normal solar panels break, you always have a backup, and you always have some. But here we are, I reverted and we're flying back through, trying to get to it. Now, a big thing is, if you want to skip all this, you can. You can go up closer to when I do another burn or I have an encounter. But, again, like I said, RTGs, if you break your solar panel, you always have at least a dribble of electric charge being produced at any given moment, which I also have near future solar, new future RTGs, just a bunch of like stockalike station parts, which I actually really like, and a lot of them came in handy when I made the Duna base from a couple weeks ago, or actually last week, yeah. So if you haven't watched that already, go check it out. Again, another thing as well, what I did is I found out that the NZO, the Aerozyne 50, that is the type of fuel that the Poodle engine uses, and okay, I'm gonna say this right now, Poodle engines are the best of the best. Doesn't matter if it's RSS, KSP, what it is, they have saved my butt countless times. The thrust to weight is very, like, it's average, it's okay, but the efficiency that comes along with the average is amazing. It has probably been one of the biggest lifesavers when it comes to these missions. Here we are with a flyby of Jupiter. I just kind of zoomed into it in the background there. And this is me trying to do my correction, and I deposit that, and look at that! Another 5,000 meters per second, and I also got an encounter and a flyby with Mars. I just thought it would be cool to have an extra flyby, because it would also help reduce my my periapsis and apoapsis a little bit, and get me more on course for Earth. So, it's a win-win, you know? I get a cool cinematic shot, and then I kind of just time warp straight past it. But, you know, it's fine, it's fine. In the end, I had about 1,000 meters per second remaining of Delta V. I'm very thankful. I wouldn't change anything about this mission other than probably what I probably would have sent a nuclear tug into the wormhole. I might have to do that in the future. Maybe even set up a mining base on Dipuc as a refueling point, which would be really cool. But here I am. I'm finally on a trajectory for Earth. Finally, after 28 years, you can see in the top left. But we're also gonna have to wait another 10,000 days. I actually paused recording because this took so long. And here we go, I resume recording, and in the top left, it has been 56 years. 56 years since these two have left. They are now great-great-grandparents or something or other. I don't know, what's the lifespan of a Kerbal? I don't know. They're born to live, they're born to die. And here we go, coming in hot at 14 kilometers per second. This was absurd, and I was like, crap, this might be a little too steep, because my periapsis was at like 263 meters. So I did a hard burn, and I deployed, and I was like, oh, go, 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 we're good, please. Making sure my heat shield had enough ablator, trying to get a good cinematic shot for everyone. You can see the other stuff up there. But like I was saying earlier, the Aerozyne 50 that the Poodle uses does not decay. That was the thing I was trying to get at. Here I am deploying parachutes, so I don't need to use any cooling methods. So in the future, when we do more interstellar missions, wink wink, I'll have to use that as our main means of propellants, is Poodles, make a base on Dipuc, so we can go to other systems. And here we are, splashing down back on Earth, with the ablator actually intact, which I was surprised by. It is now the year 2026, 12/18, it is December 18th, 2026. That's absurd. I didn't realize how long it was until I was sitting there like, oh crap. But as we come to a close, I would like to thank you all for the support, like, subscribe, and have a good night.